Hi there, this is Ron Rogers, and I'm walking with Brent Taylor to get a tour of a very historic Great Lakes biplane.
New one built. It was black and red. It's still flying in Florida.
Really?
3812 Foxtrot or 3821 Foxtrot. And there was only a handful of us he'd let fly that thing, because a couple of the others ended up getting buggered up like they do when you got a bunch of young guys flying airplanes and horsing around. And actually one of those ended up being Susan's first air show airplane.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's coming from a tumble bit. So yeah, I got a lot of time and knew Great Lakes back then, and I've flown a couple different Warner ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my serial number is 1221.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot that have become deceased.
Make sure I got my keys here. It should be this key. There we go.
Oh, cool.
Very hot.
It is. I'll take
Shut
your
that
word.
so nobody gets in here.
Okay.
We're still trying to, we've almost got our bat problem cured, but it's not quite cured, as you can see. So, but anyway, yeah, the lakes is over here.
Oh. So is this area typically not open to the public?
It is, but we thought we had our bat problem cured.
Yeah.
And then we had in July, all of a sudden they come back almost like, and so we're still, and so our bat guy come out and was treated to get in that, and we're trying to get it fixed again type thing.
So we're looking at bat guano, just like the Colonel on Dr. Strangelove. Bat guano.
And fluoridation.
Yeah, I love that. I love that movie. It's a hoot.
Eventually, yeah, we still got some work doing this hangar. We'll do new lighting and new lighting.
Oh, yeah.
And these will be full display hangars, especially this one. This is going to have the Great Lakes in it, and once we get it cleaned up, maybe the Chipmunk, though the Chipmunk is one of the featured aircraft, obviously in front of the other hangar. And Earl Atkinson, who was a pretty well known airshow pilot. Steve Atkinson's our board president. His dad's, we have his Demoiselle that he flew in air shows for several years.
Oh, really?
It's still over at Steve's, but it's coming in here. This is actually this is Earl's original hangar. We transported this, moved it from over around Atwood, Illinois, where it was from over here. But
So this was produced when?
this is a 32.
A 30? Oh, wow. Yeah, because I have an antique airplane, sort of, but not really.
It's
I don't know if
under
I.
the same type certificate.
Yeah, I don't know
We
if
go
I
by the type
qualify.
certificate
Okay,
age.
I wasn't sure if I'm a poser here or not. You know.
No.
Because I have a new old airplane.
But this is the airplane that Frank, he called it Cackles, and flew in a lot of our early contests and shows. And this is the airplane he took to Czechoslovakia as the lone entrant of the lone U.S. entrant of the 1960 World Aerobatic Championship. And he was introduced to the Lomshevac maneuver over there and brought it back with this airplane.
Ah.
So, and it had, after Frank owned it, well, it ended up, I can't remember if Mel bought it from Frank or not. Mel Barron ended up with the airplane for a lot of years, and Mel Barron was a Piper test pilot, but then Mel became test pilot for Pitts. He was the test pilot for Pitts for years, and he eventually, the airplane, Mel had a forced landing in the thing, had a 185 Warner on it then, and had swallowed a valve forced landing. And they'd taken it apart and stored it, and unfortunately, somewhere down in Arkansas, the hangar fell in on it.
Oh, no.
So then Mel decided we should have that. We've got it all assembled now. It needs completely restored. We'd like to find us a sponsor to help restore this thing, because we're going to do it back like it was in 1960 when Frank took it to Czechoslovakia and that type thing. So,
And now
which
this
is fairly close to this
Yeah.
scheme.
This is a Warner engine?
This is a Warner. It's now got a 165 in it. When Frank, he had a 185 in it for a long time, but it's got a 165 in it now. And that's actually, I think, a pretty decent engine in it. Type thing. It needs overhauled, but I think it's all there and pretty good. So.
And is that a smoke tank where the front
That's a
cockpit
smoke
used to be? Yeah, okay.
It's single place airplane.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting. And it looks remarkably, well, similar in basic layout to mine.
Oh, it's real similar to your airplane. Very similar to your airplane.
I notice it's got a solid tail wheel back there.
Well, I think that's a older Scott map, but it's
Oh, okay.
it's It's full swivel, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it. Not locking or
But
anything.
other than that, the airplane is pretty much, and the air show modifications that Frank did to it. See, yours has cut out in the center section. This does not.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it is 4 ailerons though, and of course
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a modification from the factory. It would have come out as a 2 aileron one from the factory.
I think my upper aileron is bigger. It's
Yes, if you look at a lot of the 30s ones that were modified to 4 ailerons, a lot of them, I don't remember any uniform, how they decided what length to do the ailerons, with 4 ailerons, but on them. But originally they were all lower, lower wing aileron only.
Right. All right. Well, very interesting. Thank you very much.
Let's get out of here before it sucks all the water out of
I
our system.
know. Okay.